In this code.org lesson, we are changing variables with a B. With B as a B. So variables change, they vary, if you will, and they make programs more dynamic. Let's get going. All right, we have a B, we have, okay. Oh, and they already gave us everything. Notice that they don't have numbers in here though. And that's because they want us to use, we even have this function, variables. So let me head over here. Well, we have gather. Now, anytime we use the word gather, what does it mean now? It must mean two. So if I grab this and drop it here, what's going to happen? I'll repeat this 2 times. Gather is literally a stand-in just for the number 2. And that's because we asked the computer to make it that way, right? We could have put a number, I guess, but that would be somewhat unnecessary. Since gather's always already going to equal 2, we can use it throughout. Now what this is doing, keep in mind, if you're rusty on your functions, we hit repeat gather how many times? Once we hit run, it says gather's 2 and we hit this. Gather's going to equal 2, so 2 times collect row. The computer will then jump here and it's going to run through all of this code, repeating gather, repeating get nectar, forward, all of this stuff, hits the bottom, goes back here where it ran, says, okay, I ran that, hits this and says, oh yeah, I got to repeat it one more time because gather is equal to 2. Now before I hit run though, gather being 2, yeah, there's 2 flowers, 2 honey, 2 honey, 2 flower, right? Nectar, honey. But wait a minute, I used it right here. How many sides are there? 1, 2, 3. So how many rows should we collect? And this is where we wouldn't want to use the variable. We want to go ahead and just put the number in directly because it's not going to be equal to the variable. You don't always use variables everywhere, but it makes sense to use it here for the number that we're repeating, not the one that we just used one time. Quapow. Onward. All right, and now what do we have? Edit your solution so the bee can collect all of the honey and nectar. Ooh, okay. So now what? Well, look, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So if I change this to 3, that way we'll move forward how many times? 1, 2, 3. Well, is that enough? I can tell you right away that if I do change that to 3, I should change this, but let's see. So move forward once, twice, 3 times. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to get that nectar. Now what? Move forward. Okay. Now what? Make honey. Okay. Now I'm going to turn. All right. So that's working for us. This is looking good then. So let's make sure now that I get rid of this 3 now, because while I have it there, we can just use the word gather for everything. Quapow. And just remember, everywhere we use the word gather now, the computer sees it as a 3. All right. Now what's this going to do? And this puzzle needs a variable to be 1 less than before. Subtract 1 from a variable each time through the loop if you want to use the same function to solve this level. Oh, you see what they're saying here? So this is a 3. We still need 3 sides, right? So repeat 3 times. They changed this back on us, which that would make sense. Now, gather, this is a 3, this is a 2, this is a 1. So we can change variables as a program runs. And there's 2 spots we could do this. We could do it here in our function, or we could do it here. I'm going to do it right here because we can see what gather's set to. So let me go ahead and do variables, set gather, and what do I want it equal to? Well, I want it equal to what it used to be equal to. That's kind of strange. Well, let's see, math. Well, I don't want it equal to 1 plus 1. Let me get rid of this. I need gather really just to be what gather used to be. So let me drop that in. However, it goes down by 1 each time. 3, 2, 1. So minus 1. Now what's going to happen? We say, okay, notice 2 gathers up here. Because if I set it inside my loop, it would become 3 again each time. Now we say gathers 3, repeat this 3 times, and we're using a 3 here instead of gather because gather is going to change. Do collect row. And what's that do? It runs through this first whole time, collects this at 3, hits the bottom of this and goes, okay, I ran it here, next. Gather would now be equal to 2. Gather, so this says the old value, gather is now the old value of gather minus 1. What was old value? 3. So it's now 2, right? 3 minus 1 is 2. Hits the bottom, zoop. Okay, we got to do this 2 more times. We collect with 2. Great. We turn, then what? Gathers the old value minus 1. Well, we just said gather was 2, so 2 minus 1 is 1. Zoop. And victory. Onward. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's keep going. Edit the code to make it work for this puzzle. All right, so Let's see what it does. Code you can always test and should. It's great. It's fine to be wrong. Oh, look, I run into a wall. Ooh, it starts at 1. Wait a minute. If they're flipping this on us, instead of taking 1 away from gather, what if I add 1 each time? Well, this isn't going to work, right? Because I have to start with 1. Oh, okay. Well, what if I set gather to 1? Okay, well, gather's 1. I set it up here, and I say repeat this 3 times. Do collect row. Okay, what's that? Smack. Hits the function, repeat 1 time, move forward. Yep, that would make sense. Then what? Repeat 1 time, gather nectar. Yep, get nectar. There's just 1. Move forward, repeat how many times? 1 time. Make honey. Yep, there's just 1. Turn left. It's done with this function now, so we'll go back to where we asked it to run, and we fall below. Gather would now be equal to 2, because gather is the old value plus 1. So gather's new value is the old gather. What was gather? 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And now we'll do this. Hits the bottom of this function eventually, comes back to here, and says, okay, well, gather was 2, so the new value, gather's old value was 2, plus 1 is 3, and we get all the way through. Ta-da! On. What do we have here? Create your own code to solve this. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm just going to start by throwing down code, because that's usually what I do. Move forward, and then what would I want to do? It's like there's the flower here, so I'll get the nectar. Then what? Well, I'll move forward and make honey. Okay, so I can kind of see then what am I going to need to do. Turn, and notice I'm probably going to use too many blocks, but that's fine right now. I'm just testing. Oh, I want to turn right. And then what? Well, move forward. Looks like twice. Get nectar. Let's see what all this does. Okay, well that's looking all right, but notice it goes up by 1 each time, and we just saw that in the last puzzle, okay? So first off, let's make a function like we had before. So maybe, what did they name it before? Collect row. And how did we do it? Well, they used repeats to move forward each time. So they also, though, then used a variable. You can change this to whatever you want. You can rename it. We can use I if you would like. Set I to 1. Your variables should make sense. So rename, and maybe I'll use gather again. Okay, set gather to 1. Now what? Okay, I'm going to use my loops. Right? Just like we did before. So move forward, gather times, then what? Well, 1 time, it looks like I'll need to collect how much honey, or how much nectar. So then, repeat, gather times, get nectar. Then what? Well, I think I'll need to move forward again. But notice how these are split 2 apart, and these are split 3. So let's make sure to use a loop to make sure we move the right amount. And then what are we going to need to do? It looks like make honey. But again, this is 1, but we need to change the amount each time. So, and finally, which direction should I face? It looks like right. So let me go ahead and test this thing out. To run a function, we have to say its name is course. So I'll call my function. And then what am I going to do? Well, it looks like I'll need to call it again. Let's give this a shot. Boom, boom, yep. Boom. Uh-oh, because I'm only having gather set to 1. That's not enough once I turn, right? I don't want to just move 1. You can see where I get stuck. I'm going to step through it so you can watch it run. Hit this. What happens after we run this function, it goes back here and says, oh, I got to run the function again. So we're going to appear right here. Move forward. Okay, that makes sense. But now what? Well, I'm asking it to get nectar. There's no nectar because gather is equal to 1 right now. So like we did before, we need our variables. We need to change it up. Gather is going to be equal to what? Well, let's make it equal to whatever gather used to be equal to, plus 1, 2, 3. And if I do it like that, I can use a loop instead of doing it each time. So I set gather once outside. Boom. I'm going to ask this to run 3 times. Each time I add 1 to gather. 1, 2, 3. And if this is tripping you up, make sure to go watch that last part again, right? So gather starts as 1, we go through the one side, it goes to 2, we move 2 down, goes to 3, we can move 3 and collect 3. Onward. I love the challenges, so ready. Alright, now give the challenge a try. Oh, so this looks pretty similar again. So I'm gonna, nope, I'll start with, let's see, it looks like I'll need to move forward, and then how many times am I going to want to collect? Looks like a 3 times, okay? Now what? Then what? All right, so let me go through what I've just done here. I've split it up some. So first I move forward, boom, and now what? 3 times over, I got to collect nectar. 1, 2, 3, that's repeated, then it drops below, and I'm going to turn right. Move forward, then what? 3 times over, I'm making honey, drops below, and I'll turn left. Now what? Well, I got to go forward 2, 1 and 2. Now, boom. I'm going to get the nectar not once, but twice, because these are all 2s now. Then what do? I turn right, I 2 times move forward, I make honey, I turn again. Now let's take a look at something though. Right here, where I turn left, boom. Look at this. I start by moving forward, I start by moving forward. I then repeat 3 times over, I get nectar. I then repeat twice, get nectar. I then turn right, I then turn right. I then move forward, I then move forward. I then make honey, I then make honey. Then I turn left. So I know right away these actions are repeatable and could use variables. So to do that, let's go ahead and make a function. I'll call mine getEverything. So instead of using these, let me throw this in here. And what would I have this start with? Because the first one, it's kind of hard because I'm going to need it to move 1, right? But collect 3. So we have a few options here. Let me say, I'll keep with their name for gather, and then let me set it to, I can set it to 1, I could set it to 3. So either are correct. I'll have this at 1 to start. Once it's at 1, what do I need to do? Well, I need to move forward. Let me actually get rid of this stuff though, because we're going to use my function. getEverything. Okay. So gather, move forward. How many times? Well, that's going to be my variable. That should be set to gather times, right? Now what? Repeat 2 times, get nectar. There's a few ways you could do this, honestly. You could try using 2 variables. However, you might run out of blocks then. So instead, what I'm going to try to do is some math here. I'm going to say repeat gather plus 2. But wait a minute, that works right here. But then we're going to have an issue. And that's because each time we run through this, we need gather to get updated to the correct number. The first run through, collecting 3 nectar is great. But then when we get to the second run through, we need to collect 2 nectar. We can't add to gather to get 2. Well, if gather's 1 to start, and it needs to be 3 for collection, then when gather's 2, it needs to be 2 for collection, but then when gathers 3, it needs to be 1 for collection. Okay, well what if we do a minus? What minus 1 would give me 3? 4. What minus, when we update gather to 2 for this round, what minus 2 would give me 2? Well, 4 minus 2. What minus 3 when 3 is updated, right here, would give me 1? Well, 4. So it sounds like, boom. Now that would keep us up to date each time. I would still move forward gather times, because that's going to match up with our variable. But for the collection needs to be, I think, 4 minus what my gather is. Alright. And then this is only going to do one side. So maybe I should have, I could call this get row again. I could say get stair. I'm going to still say get everything, but I'm going to need to loop this to get all of the sides. 3 times, set everything, and I need to update gather, because if I'm using gather to move forward each time, well, each time my step needs to increase by 1. So like we've done before, woo, this one's fun. Gather is going to be equal to, each time we run through this, gather has to be equal to gather plus 1. Boom. Now, that's correct. I want to go through this whole thing because it's super complicated, but it's really important. So let me hit step. What I just did is I started this, right? What happened? I set gather to 0, and it says repeat 3 times. Do what? We'll get everything. The computer's going to then look for my function, smack. And it says, oh, I got to run this. Repeat what? Gather times. Move forward. Well, what's gather equal to? Gather means 1 right here, okay? So 1 time I'll move forward. Let me hit step again. Quapow. Drop below this repeat. 4 minus gather. What's gather? 1. So 3 times do get nectar. Now I'm going to get nectar 3 times, which is perfect. That's how much nectar there is. This doesn't change how much gather is equal to. Only if we set it does it change. Now I'm going to turn right. Now I'm going to repeat gather times, so once I'll move forward. Then what? Okay, repeat 4 minus gather. What's gather still? Gather would still be 1. So I do make honey. How many times? 4 minus 1 is 3. Now what? I turn left. And then I'm going to go back to where I called the function here and drop below. That would make gather then equal to whatever gather used to be equal to plus 1. Well, gather used to be 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So gather's new value, we just set it to 2. We hit the bottom of this function, looped back to the top, and it says, what's get everything? Smack. Now we're going to move forward once, and then again, twice. Then we're going to drop below, repeat 4 minus gather. Gather is now equal to 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Once, twice. Now we're going to drop below and turn right. Drop in here, we're going to move gather times, which is 2. Now we're going to go ahead and hit this repeat, 4 minus gather. Gather is equal to 2, so 4 minus 2 is 2. I'll make 2 honey. Then I'm going to turn left, hit the bottom of this, go back to where gather was. We're going to, once we do that, gather is now equal to what it used to be equal to. It used to be equal to 2. 2 plus 1 is 3, so now gather's 3. Hit the bottom, and we got to repeat this one more time. Gather is equal to 3 now, so we'll move forward 3. 4 minus 3 is 1, so we'll get 1 nectar. We'll turn right, we'll move forward 3, and then we'll make 1 honey. We'll turn left, and we did it. Onward. All right, let's see what we got here. So they start us with 1, then 3, then 5, then 7. So I'm going to start with a variable. And I guess since there's a 1 here, I'll set it, math, equal to 1. Now, how many times do I move forward? Let's see here. It looks like 2, but, ooh. Why don't we use wall path ahead this time? Because notice it's at the edges each time. I want to use that. So as long as there's path ahead, I'm going to say you, keep walking. Then what? Well, once there's no path ahead, we would be here, and I would want to gather, I would want to get all of the, or make all of the honey. So what can I do? I can loop. How many times? Gather times, because gather is currently equal to 1. Make honey. Now what? Well, I'm going to need to turn. And look, we turn each time, so that's good. This can all go into a loop, it seems. Right. Then I need to move forward. Wait a minute, though. Nope, they're all right next to each other. Perfect. Move forward, then what? Well, I need to loop. How many times? Gather times. Which would be equal to 1 at first, and get the nectar. Okay, that's a good start, but wait a minute. How am I going to get all the way up here? Well, why don't I loop again while there's path ahead? Because now as long as there's path ahead, I'll move forward until I get to this edge again. Then what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to need to loop, repeat, except gather's not going to be equal to the right amount now. We need gather to be equal to gather plus 2 each time, right? So, after we get all the nectar, we could set it, set gather, right there, equal to gather plus 2. And then we'll move forward. How many times do we gather times? We're going to what? We're going to, well, look what I'm doing here. I'm about to start repeating myself, and that's not something we should do. So what's next? Turn right. What's next? Move forward. So let me get rid of that. Not only get rid of that, let me grab this guy. Let's put all of this in a function. Collect items. Something like that. Boom. Boom. Now, let me go ahead and loop how many? Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. I'm going to run this function. And each time I do, I need to, after I run it, like we have been doing, I need to say, okay, run it, collect all this stuff. Gather starts at 1. After you collect all that stuff, though, before you go over here, I'm going to say gather is equal to gather plus 2. So gather would then be 3. Then 3 plus 2 is 5, then 7. Awesome.